everybody, Remrov here. I'm a classic artist who makes these videos to educate about autism and to build a bridge in between the autistic and neurotypical world. And I hope to be a voice for non-verbal autistic people. In this video I want to talk more about mind blindness, and I want to start it by sharing an experience. When I was little, about 9 years old, I did track and field. And there was one coach that we had, and he was always really nice to all of his kids. And he was always playing games with us and being really kind. So one day during our training, I wanted to let him know that I liked him and that I thought he was really nice always. But I didn't know how to express this to him or how to let him know about it. And so I thought about it a few minutes, and suddenly I saw this ball lying right next to me. And it gave me a great idea. My idea was to kick the ball against him, and then he would know that I liked him. And I was completely convinced that because I knew I did it for that reason, that he would immediately get it and understand it, that I liked him and that I did it for that reason. So I picked up the ball and put it right in front of me, and I kicked it really hard in his direction. And it missed him, it hit a wall, so failed. So I tried again, another ball. And I kicked it again in his direction and hit his leg. And so he just looked at it and just kicked it in a different direction. So okay, try again. Third ball. And I put it in front of me and I kicked it extremely hard in his direction. And it hit him right in his face, really hard. And I was really happy and enthusiastic, and I was really happy, and I was convinced that he was going to be really happy too now, and that he knew that I liked him and that he was going to approach me and tell me that he liked me too. So very enthusiastic. But then he approached me, and instead of happy, he was extremely angry. And I didn't understand at all. I found it extremely confusing. And then he told me very in an angry way that I should just go to the changing room and just think about what I just had done. So I did, and I went to the changing room, and I was sitting there and was completely confused, because all I did was showing him that I liked him and what was wrong with that. So I just didn't understand. So this is an example of mind blindness, a lack of theory of mind. The theory of mind is what children normally develop when they are very little, and it makes you able to be aware of that other people's thoughts and knowledge are different than yours. And it makes you able to, a metaphor, put yourself in somebody else's shoes. But with autistic kids, this theory of mind is often developed a lot later or not at all. So many autistic people have a lot of difficulties to put themselves in someone else's shoe and to grasp the fact that what they know, that somebody else doesn't necessarily have the same knowledge or the same feelings or the same opinion about certain things. But if autistic people or autistic kids didn't develop this theory of mind, it doesn't mean that they will never develop it. I do have some theory of mind, but it doesn't go automatically. I always literally have to make myself be aware of the fact that somebody might have a different opinion or different knowledge than I do. So I have another example. During my last education, there were a few days and I was wearing shoes that were too small on me. I really liked the shoes and I bought them in the store, but they didn't have my size. And I thought, well, my feet did fit in a size smaller. And so I thought, well, if I just walk on them long enough, they will stretch and then they will fit. But it wasn't the case. I was walking around in school with my shoes and my feet really started to hurt, and the skin on the back of my heel started to strip off and bleed, and it was really, really painful. But I couldn't go home. It was not the end of the day yet. And I had an appointment with my mentor to talk about my studies and everything. And I met her in the hall, and then together we walked to a room where we could talk. And I thought I have a pain in my feet, so I can't walk fast, and I automatically thought that my mentor was aware of it and that she would take it into consideration and walk slowly. But instead she walked really fast, and I was really confused and why she was doing that. I mean, she knows that I have a pain, right? Why is she walking so fast? And later I thought about it and then I thought to myself, no, it was not logical at all that she knew about it. I had to tell her in order for her to have the same knowledge as I did. So even though I am somewhere aware of it, that people don't have the same knowledge or feelings or opinions that I do, I really literally have to make myself aware of that fact. I always automatically think that people have the same knowledge and feelings and opinion as I do. This is actually also one of the reasons why autistic people, they can go on and talk about a certain topic that they find interesting, because they think that because they are interested in it, everybody else is just as interested in it and they also like to hear about it the whole time. But this is often not the case. So yeah, it's really difficult for autistic people to grasp that fact. When I was, especially when I was little, I used to think that everybody liked exactly the same things as I did. Once in elementary school, we had this special day on which we were allowed to watch TV, and I wanted to watch a specific show, and I thought, oh, everybody likes that show too, so we're gonna watch that show. But then I was just really surprised to find out that everybody else wanted to watch something else, and they didn't like the show at all that I liked, and they watched something that I didn't like at all. And I find it extremely confusing. So because autistic people have this mind blindness, other people think that we lack empathy. But it's not really a lack of empathy. If I was really aware that somebody else was feeling something different about a certain issue that I didn't feel sad about, for example, then it's really difficult for me to express empathy for somebody else who is sad about something. For example, I never had a wish to get kids. I know that it's already difficult for me to maintain myself and to manage to do all the things for myself, and that's already enough for me. I mean, having kids would be too much responsibility and unpredictability. So I just never had a wish to have kids. So if somebody tells me, I just find out that because of some reason I can't have kids, and then my initial thought would be, okay, but that's fine, right? Because I don't have that wish. And then I really have to put myself in their shoes. I really have to literally be aware of that and make myself be aware of the fact that this person might be really, really sad about it, that he or she can't get kids. So it's really difficult. It doesn't go automatically. So it is really good also that teachers and everybody and parents of autistic kids are aware of this, because sometimes autistic kids, they might not tell you certain things, and it's not that they want to hide things from you, but it's just because they think, because they know about it, that you automatically know about it too. So don't get angry at them if they according to you hid something from you, because that's often not the case. And besides that, if you take my ball against the coach's face incident, for example, I didn't mean to do anything bad. I meant to do something good. I just, did it a bit in a not so nice way, but I really wasn't aware of that. And so it is not good to punish an autistic child, or get really angry at an autistic child if in your eyes he has bad behavior, because he there's a chance that he or she does it in order to do something good. It is really good to be aware of that fact and the whole mind blindness thing. So as I told you, there are a lot of kids and adults who haven't developed this theory of mind yet, but it doesn't mean that they can never develop. It can be taught to some degree, although it is really difficult. But if you keep repeating to your autistic child or to your autistic loved one that others might have different opinions or feelings, or you have to make other people know about this, you have to tell them, and otherwise they just don't know about certain things. And then they might develop a bit of that, just like I did, to grasp the fact that other people don't have the same feelings and opinions, and to be able to distinguish yourself from others in that way. So this was it. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, please let me know. Also, if you have any ideas for the new topics for me to do a video about, let me know too. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please do so to stay updated about my latest videos. You can also consider to become my patron on Patreon to support me with this project. And you can also watch Patreon only material, which is quite interesting. So this was it. Pilaf and I wish you a great day, and we hope to see you in our next videos again. Bye!